Hi, my name is Kevin Hicks, and welcome into today's edition of the Arizona State Sun Devils on SI podcast. Today, I just want to jump straight into it. Look at my banner below. Give me a follow on X if you get a chance, at khicks_21. As the lead beat writer for Arizona State Sun Devils on SI, I am striving to give you the best Arizona State content each and every single day. So please, if you have the time, give me a follow. So now let's jump into it. So I want to talk about the Arizona State baseball program. So unfortunately, the season ended on Sunday night when they lost to UC Irvine in what was a rematch of their 4-2 victory over the Anteaters on Friday night. So the victory over the Anteaters on Friday night was a 4-2 triumph. Isaiah Jackson came through huge once again. The pitching actually stepped up, and then the next 2 days, the pitching ultimately became the downfall of the team as they gave up 6 home runs to UC Irvine on Sunday. Now the season ends. Willie Bloomquist's squad goes 36-24 and gets a win in the regionals for the first time since the 2021 season. But as time passes, it's getting bleaker and bleaker for the outlook of the Sun Devil baseball program. This historically proud program has not been to a super regional or a college world series since 2010. So now next year it's going to be 16 years since the last appearance. So the clock is really ticking for this program to regain its footing and get back to prominence and to the days where Barry Bonds roamed the stadium, where Reggie Jackson was a fixture in the program, where Dustin Pedroia, Merrill Kelly, any single one of these guys, they really need a rejuvenation. And this season looked like a step forward, but they still need to do more work. As I mentioned earlier, Willie Bloomquist is probably coming back for season 5. He went 120. He's gone 126 and 105 in his first 4 seasons. He made a regional appearance this year, obviously, and it looks like next year he's going to have fewer restrictions and handicaps when it comes to building his roster out. He's going to have more scholarships. He's going to have hopefully better NIL resources, and he's going to bring back a bunch of his roster that he has built a homegrown style. A lot of the players are local, including Isaiah Jackson, who have to give a major kudos to him. 18 home runs this season after hitting 16 in the previous 2 of his collegiate career. Absolutely incredible. 8 all Big 12 players, so there's lots of talent that could come back. And they're sure to add some more talent through the portal. So the future could go one of two ways for Arizona State baseball, but there is reason to believe in the future right now after the finish of the season. Okay, so number 2, I want to talk about Arizona State basketball, another program that's kind of in no man's land right now under Bobby Hurley. We all know the story. 13-20 season, worst in the Bobby Hurley era. They lose Jaden Quaintance to Kentucky, where he was originally committed before he committed to ASU last year. Josan Sanin goes to St. John's to play for Rick Pitino and potentially boost his draft stock. Amir Ali, the other 4-star recruit, ultimately goes to play for Chris Jans at Mississippi State. And then other players end up transferring out. Austin Nunez goes to UTEP. Um, Obviously, BJ Freeman transfers to UCF after getting dismissed from the program in February. There's a lot of turnover. Alston Mason graduated, Bashir Jihad graduated. So there is a lot of turnover in Bobby Hurley's roster, and he has done his absolute best so far to restock. He actually made an outside the box ad on Sunday when he added Anthony Johnson, the leading scorer in NAIA, which is below the NCAA as a collegiate athletic league. He averaged 23.6 points per game as a sophomore last season at College of the Cumberlands in Kentucky, and he's a dynamic scorer. I believe, based off of what I've seen from him over the last day, that his game absolutely can translate to the Big 12. It's going to be more challenging because obviously in the Big 12 you have Texas Tech, you have Kansas, you have Baylor, you have so many significant programs that consistently put out phenomenal defenses, but we'll see how he handles it. And Over the weekend, Bobby Hurley also got official signings from Adante Holloman and Bryce Ford. Both of them were previously committed, but they officially signed to the program, and now their membership on the roster is confirmed. Um, so Hollyman averaged 16.9 points per game at Georgia Southern last season. And Ford is local to Arizona. He's from Scottsdale. He averaged 7.1 points per game as a sophomore last season for the Toledo Rockets. So right now, if you're looking at the Sun Devil roster, they have Anthony Johnson now. They have Adante Hollyman. They have Bryce Ford. They have Mo Odom. They have Marcus Adams Jr. So there is no shortage of guard play. Also, Trevor Best, who joined the team midway through last season as well. So there is really no shortage of guard and wing talent on the Sun Devil roster. The major question is going to be, how do they replace Sean Phillips and Jaden Quaintance? Because Sean Phillips also transferred out. Did not mention that earlier. He went to Missouri. So now they are really scrambling to find an enforcer at the rim, down low, a player that can change the game as a rim protector and a rim runner. It's going to be difficult because it's very late in the process, but as we've seen, Hurley's done a lot of work in the last month plus, and it always feels like Hurley comes through when the expectations are at their lowest, when his back is against the wall. We've discussed this before. 2022-23, his job security was in serious limbo after having a middling 14-17 season in 2021-22. He ends up making the tournament, nearly winning around the 64 game before they lost in a heartbreaker to TCU. It kind of feels like it could be shaping up to be that way this season. A disappointing season that you go into with high hopes, that you underperform, and then you overperform the next year with a transfer heavy squad that has either boom or bust expectations. And in year two in the Big 12, you absolutely have to do better than 4-16 in the conference. It doesn't matter who you're playing against. The Arizona State basketball program has so much potential. DFA is hopefully going to get renovated soon. The NIL prospects have gotten so much better over the years. Now is time for Bobby Hurley to put together a squad that can string together victories and while maintaining a future vision for the program. And I feel like, personally, if you ask me, that too many Sun Devil fans are writing Hurley off too early. He's gone through adversity his entire basketball career, even as a player, and he knows how to navigate the modern landscape of college basketball. Losing Quaintance hurts, losing Sandin hurts, but at the end of the day, those were business decisions, and can't really do anything about that. You just gotta believe in Bobby with the pieces that he's acquired and has been given via the NIL collective and other factors. Um, yeah, so basketball season is still quite a ways away. We're still about 5 months away from the start of the season, but it's still very crucial to talk about right now. The future of the men's basketball program hangs in the balance. Bobby Hurley is fighting to get another year or multiple years under his belt. If he has a great season, he probably is sure to get a contract extension from Graham Rossini. So we'll see how it goes. Still several months away and still have football season to get through as well. So yeah, that's all for today. Thank you so much for coming in and giving time to listen to me yap again today. My name is Kevin Hicks once again. I'm the lead beat writer for Arizona State Sun Devils on SI. Follow me on X at khicks_21 once again. And thank you so much for coming in today. See you tomorrow.